But it's okay. You gotta be sad a bit sometimes.
Yeah. So
Come
you can
on, don't die,
appreciate the
don't die.
glad.
Please don't die.
Oh well.
Please clap. There's so many guys here. What the
I
fuck?
think I will probably play that chocolate game again though. I only see the one
Oh,
item.
yeah, you should. You should tell the backstory.
The backstory? Oh
Yeah, the
yeah.
lore.
Yeah, so I mentioned it on my stream, but when I was like a child, we didn't have too many. It was like Windows 7
Item
era.
here. And here.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry, I want you to get these things.
No, you're fine.
Really
I just
bad at
didn't.
seeing
I
them.
just didn't. No, I was saying, oh my gosh, this and like, oh, I didn't even notice.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not a coin. Thank you.
Been a second item.
Oh my gosh.
There's a third one there. I think that, but yeah, we can go. But yeah, continue. The Chocolatier game.
Yes. So there's this game called Chocolatier. People have played it. You might have seen someone play it, but it's basically just like a little old game where you make chocolate in a little factory and sell it, and you sell it to like people across the world, and that's it. But anyways, so the whole thing with it kind of became like mini trauma with me, and not wanting to play games on that computer anymore that weren't like educational games.
Just admit, like, say that you're a child at the time too, because otherwise they're gonna think you're unhinged.
No, I did. I was very
Okay.
small. It was like probably the first thing that I ever like played that wasn't like Reader Rabbit first grade or something. Like like I was like maybe 5, if that. But anyways, so I played this game. It's called Chocolatier, and I'm going about it. It's fun. I love it. I'm like Willy Wonka, like let's go. And then
Willy
all of a
Wonka.
sudden, like I realized that it's the demo version, but I didn't understand what that really meant. Like I knew it was like, okay,
Yeah.
trial, but it said free trial. So I was like, okay, so it must be free. But then all of a sudden they're saying you need to pay money, and it's like $3.99 or however much money it was. And I was like, huh? What? Like what was going on? And then to make matters worse, it had a time limit. So I'm over here thinking it's some
Fucking
sort of like,
ransomware.
yeah, exactly. I was just say, I think it's like some sort of ransomware, like some sort of virus, because it's like you have 120 days to pay this money. And I'm like,
my
at this
God.
point, I'm like, oh no, what do I do? I can't tell my folks, like I can't tell my parents that this has happened, and I'm like freaking out, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So I close it, right? And then days go by, 90 days left. Days go by. Then it's like 60 days, 30 days, and then it gets down to like the last like couple weeks, and I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe I should say something, like I don't know. But when I tell you, you would
You're
have
like,
thought I was like the
it's
president,
Like a fucking,
like the
yeah, you're like
stress.
acting like you're gonna die. If you're like, if it comes down to 0, you're just gonna explode.
Yeah, like I was like, bro, you'd have like the stress I had, you would have thought I was like in charge of like a whole
country,
nation,
yeah.
because it was just like terrible. And I was like, oh my
bye-bye.
gosh. Ooh, yep. Too late. LOL.
Now it's their problem. But yeah, continue.
Yeah, and it was just rough, man. So anyways, I finally I like my parents noticed this, right? Because at first, it's 120 days. I'm not too stressed. I'm like, okay, I got time. Like, I don't even know how many
Yeah,
days
like,
that
you're
is,
fucking
but
crying, shitting yourself. What's wrong?
yeah, literally. So by the time when it got down to like 7 days or 3 days or whatever, I was like a mess, dude. I was like shaking. I was like at the computer. I didn't even want to go on the computer. And they're like, well, you got to do your little, because like it was a part of my daily routine was to do like math problems and stuff. And I wasn't wanting to do it. And I was like shaking, and I was like, I can't. And I was like, I have to tell you something. I was like, I'm so sorry. Like I was like crying. Like I could barely get it out of me. And then when I told them, and they were like, is it just this chocolate game we got? And they were like, Frog, listen, it's just a demo. It just means like
It's just $3.
yeah, it was, and so they were so kind enough to pay the $3. I never played it again. I just couldn't.
Oh
like
my
it was
God.
so stressful.
Aw.
But they were like, "It's just $3, sweetie. Like it's okay."
Yeah.
Just like no, buddy. Like,
I love how stupid children get sometimes.
I know it was so. Cause I was like, bro, what am I gonna do? My parents are gonna like
Yeah,
kill
they're
me.
gonna kill you.
Yeah,
You-
like
$3. I mean,
yeah. I was like, where am I
I
supposed
don't
to
know,
get that
sometimes-
from? Like,
I mean, I don't know. Like, it's like, I get it as a child. I mean, as a person that was a child at some point, but
Yeah.
I think I think $3 is $3. I feel like I get it if you're like a child that like ends up like accidentally like saying like, oh, you have to pay $1 million because you clicked on like a virus site or something. But $3, I don't know, man. Like I would be like, okay, well, I can probably collect that myself.
Yeah, well, I think it was like because like it was my first interaction
I know.
with something that didn't come off of
I
a
would
CD.
be freaked out too.
Yeah, and then the fact that I was like, it told me free. Why is it asking for money? Like,
Honestly, why was it counting down in the first place? That's my question. Like, why
I think
was it
it's
counting
like
down?
because
What's it gonna do? Like,
demos
just
used
fucking
to.
detonate?
No, I think it was that then you would like lose. It probably was like you'd lose access to the game or something.
Oh, I see.
But
Yeah,
like,
I think so too. But it was like you have.
I thought it was like lose access to the computer. Like,
Oh my god!
I didn't
you were like,
understand,
I'm
bro. Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
I'm
a
gonna break.
ransomware game.
Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, bro. When I tell you, like, I would try to like get on the like computer in secret. Like, I was like trying to like figure it out, but like I didn't
Oh my
know.
God.
Like, my parents hadn't introduced me to like Google yet, so I was
Oh my
like,
gosh.
Clippy,
Clippy, can you
you're
pay
a
this
virus.
$3?
Yeah, I was like, Clippy, you're a virus. You can
Clippy,
give
can
me
you
any
please help
advice?
me? That's so innocent. That's so
Yeah.
cute. Oh my god. Clippy,
Clippy had-
please, Clippy.
Clippy was like, do you want to minimize the game? I was like, Clippy, please. Bro, it's so
Clippy,
bad.
please help me.
That's a
I feel that.
yeah.
I feel this anxiety because it's something like I felt this kind of anxiety when I was like a child. It wasn't this kind of thing. It was a different situation. But like I understand this situation of like having nobody to tell that you fucked up and you don't know
Yeah.
what to do and nobody's helpful and you like go to like inanimate objects and like Google sites and like shit that doesn't help you at all and it's like I don't know what to do.
Yeah, it was like so, bro.
And
I
down
was
the
like,
line, the
shaking.
solution is simple and it's like I
Yeah,
had no reason to freak out anyway. So
yeah. I ended up just like deleting the game and like, but my parents like saved it. They're like, okay. Like what they did was like, it turns out they didn't delete the game. What they like, because I asked them to delete it. What they did was they just hid it in a folder because they had bought it, so they literally just put it in a
yeah,
folder.
they're like I'm not gonna. I think
Yeah.
I spent $3 on this. I'm not like.
Well, I think they were like, maybe she'll want to play it like later or something, but
Yeah.
but it was just funny. Like,
You were traumatized by a fucking
yeah,
demo.
try the game. Oh my gosh.
It's okay. It happens. I'm taking it.